As heterotrophic organisms, humans are dependent on plants and other organisms as sources of calories and nutrients. For the past 12,000 years or so, humans have been using artificial selection to modify wild plants to fit our needs. The process of domestication of plants and animals results in genetic diversity loss because we're selecting for certain traits. Some of the traits that modern agriculture selects for are associated with a long shelf life, which is important for preventing food waste, but we might be losing the genetic variability for other desirable traits. About 40% of our prescription and over-the-counter drugs are derived from secondary compounds, or these defensive compounds that plants, animals, and fungi create in order to defend themselves. And we can use those to help us treat disease. Worldwide, over 70% of people use wild plants as medicine. A local example is yarrow, or the scientific name is Achillea mellifolium. The Navajo name of this plant is This is a Navajo life plant that is used to treat a whole range of ailments. And of course, it has cultural and historic significance. The deforestation of the Amazon rainforest might mean that we are losing medicines before we even can discover them. Here's an example of how biodiversity can contribute to the economic development. So in the woods by my house, they also graze cattle. And so these cattle ranchers are using the biodiversity that we have in our forests in order to raise cattle. People will come and ride their ATVs around in the forest around my house, and those ecotourism dollars are an important economic driver of the small community I live in outside of Flagstaff. Biodiversity also has intrinsic value, that value that can't be measured or quantified in dollars and cents or other kinds of benefits. We could calculate the biomass of this tree. We could measure the net primary productivity of this tree. We could talk about the carbon sequestration that this tree is doing and how that is contributing to fighting against climate change. And all of those things are important ecosystem services. But part of this tree's intrinsic value to me is the sentimental value that this tree holds.
It's not always about the speed that you can get on the roads, but about getting in touch with yourself, and getting in nature helps you do that.
Hey, will you call him again?
Hey, Paulo, come on. Hey.